got class, let's have a little fun with light. Okay, some optical illusions here. Okay. The first one has to do with this idea of refraction. Because you guys remember, hopefully, refraction is the bending of waves, okay, when it goes from one thing to another. All right, I'm just going to stick this pencil into the glass here. I'm going to pour some water in there. And when you do that, you guys should be doing this. The pencil appears, of course, to break or to bend. It's kind of cool. Okay, so you guys can try that. Here, it's really broken now. Go like that, not so much. Right. And you can also just, of course, take your finger, okay, stick it in the water, and watch what happens to your finger. When I go away from me, it really gets fat. My thumb here gets huge. Okay, you can try that, it's kind of cool. And then the last little trick you can play on your parents or brothers or sisters, just take a dime. Okay, other coins would work too, but dimes, I don't know, that's the way I was taught, so that's what I'm using. Then just take that glass, of course you gotta be able to see it through it, and put it on top of that dime and look at it at about a 45-degree angle. When you do that, then you can just take some water, and then you're gonna pour it on there, and when you get about that height, the dime disappears. Back up here, oh, it's back, okay, then it disappears, all right? So again, kind of illusion there. The dime doesn't actually disappear, but it appears to because of science. Oh, refraction, all right. So another one, this actually has to do with our vision, which is called stereo vision. It's overlapping, which allows us to see depth, okay? But you can kind of fool yourself with this, so you can actually put a hole into your hand this way. What you do is just make a tube out of a piece of paper and then take it and then both eyes open. I'm going to stare off in the distance here, and then I'm going to take my hand and then put it next to it, go back and forth. If you do that, then you'll see that you can see right through your hand. Keep both eyes open. I got a hole in my hand. All right. Other one, same principle, stereo vision. You can take your two fingers and make it a floating finger. So again, I have to look off in the distance, look past my fingers, and when I do this and I separate, I've got a floating finger there. Right? Okay. Using the same token, same idea, you can actually see, you usually have a dominant eye. Okay? So what you can do is you can take your thumb or a pencil like this and hold it and then reference that on a point. Like I have a clock in the back of my room, I can put this right on the clock, okay? With both eyes open, and then if I close my right eye, it stays right there. So that means I think my left eye is better because it doesn't move. But if I close my left eye, it shifts dramatically, okay? So that means my right eye is not as dominant because when I close my left eye, it shifts, all right? So if I close my right eye, it doesn't shift. That means I'm left eye dominant. You baseball and softball players, that may be a concern for you. The last one I want to show you is your blind spot. This has to do with the actual anatomy of your eye. We'll talk about maybe a little bit about how light is bent or refracted, and it hits the back of your eye, which is called the retina. Okay? So you have where all those nerves leave your eye, there's a little bit of a blind spot. Okay, but you have to detect it because you have that stereo vision. You don't notice it because this eye compensates for this eye and vice versa. Okay, what you can do though is if you detect it, you take a little card like this, piece of paper, put a little plus sign here or a dot here, okay, and you just take it and then cover one of your eyes. Okay, so I just have one eye now, and I'm going to put the plus right on this eye here, and then the dot will be off to the side, and then you look at the plus sign, you kind of focus on that with that one eye. You got to concentrate on that, but you should be able to see that dot out of the corner of your eye. As you bring it closer, at a certain point, the dot disappears. And then it will come back. There's a point there where there's no nerve endings on that retina, so you have a bit of a blind spot.